mass, man, it's time to rock. I had to find a way, I couldn't find a job. Couldn't find a prayer, couldn't find a God. Couldn't find a prayer, couldn't find a God. Black mass, man, it's time to rock. I had to find a way, I couldn't find a job. Couldn't find a prayer, couldn't find a God. Couldn't find a prayer, couldn't find a God. I woke up, then I logged in to that Urban X where they be flexing with that blog in. Put it down, cause my little homie called in. Had to bail him out, he in trouble with the law again. Black skin can't win in the white world. Seen a brother kill his own kid for that white girl. We ain't wanna go to school, but we had to. Every February it was scary in them classrooms. Shimmy y'all, shimmy yay. Old dirty bastards can't own dirty slaves, so they own dirty masters. Black Dot found a pot as a youngin', broke it down for his son, and now he serve it to the masses. Black mass, man, it's time to rock. I had to find a way, I couldn't find a job. Couldn't find a prayer, couldn't find a God. Couldn't find a prayer, couldn't find a God. Black mass, man, it's time to rock. I had to find a way, I couldn't find a job. Couldn't find a prayer, couldn't find a God. Couldn't find a prayer, couldn't find a God. Urban excellence, a product of my residence. From 4 to 44, Obama was the president. I told mama I ain't trying to go to church. I'm like Adam, every Adam is a product of the dirt. And I've been reaping what he sowed. I got the product, got the dirt. And I can teach you what I know, but then you gotta put in work. You in trouble if you waiting on the government. I told my bro I make it out the hood, and that's a covenant.
Peace. Welcome back to another episode of the Urban X Podcast. Thank you guys for joining us. I'm Malcolm. This is the artist formerly known as the Black Dot. We're here with you guys in the building, in the flesh. What's good?
In the flesh, #1 father and son podcast in the universe,
in the
omniverse, the innerverse, the outerverse, the whole 9 yards.
Flat Earth, hollow
Flat
Earth.
Earth, hollow Earth, firmament,
All that.
round ball,
Donut.
donut.
Yeah.
You name it.
Yeah.
We are #1
We're
at
here.
what it is that we do. We thank you for being here with us.
Yes.
At this time.
It's Thursday. Hope everybody enjoyed their week.
Thursday, end of the week for us.
You gonna close it out?
We're going to close it out strong, as usual. I'll switch it up. How are you doing?
I'm good.
How was your week?
My week was really good. I did a entrepreneurial panel for high school kids yesterday.
Oh, yeah, high school
That was
kids.
cool.
Were they receptive?
They were very receptive, and I was because high school kids can be mean.
Yeah, they can.
You know what I mean? So
like,
I
what's this corny dude up here talking about? this
Yeah,
and
I
that?
was a little nervous, but like they were really cool. They asked some really good questions. They asked questions like after the fact as well, so it was really dope.
And as we were speaking about in our morning show, this is a new generation. And
Yeah.
so the vocational, traditional type of engineering type job and stuff,
Yeah.
they're looking past that. They all want to be influencers. They all think it's a shortcut in life in which they could just be popular and make money. And it doesn't work that way. As a result of that, there are a lot of open jobs paying 6 figures, which you can really, plant your seed in terms of learning a trade, and a trade that you could take with you for the rest of your life.
Yeah.
And so I think we got to kind of get back to reality, so to speak, if that makes any sense.
And I think yesterday that was like it was like the first like non-motivational talk, I guess. Like we weren't selling dreams at all. Like
right.
Any of us that were on the panel, we were telling like the real, like this can get lonely, this can get tough.
Yes.
Like you will be broke at times.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? Like
Yes.
so I thought that was like really, really cool.
And hence the term entrepreneur, partrepreneur. Steve Canal created corporatepreneur, which is different variations of still keeping your dream alive without having to go all the way in. Because an entrepreneur is fight or flight, man.
Absolutely.
It's all the way in or all the way out.
Absolutely.
Partrepreneur, you can keep your day job, keep your hustle. You know what I mean? Corporatepreneur is you learning the whole corporate structure so that you can leverage that into...
And take some of those skills with you.
And take a lot of those skills with you. Most of us can't even keep a job, but yet we want to become...
Work for ourselves.
And not to get off subject, because we'll talk about it, hip-hop has afforded people with third grade educations to become millionaires.
Yeah.
And so society is upside down. So you don't need a skill set. Even in basketball, at least you had to learn a skill set which separated you even if they moved you along in school because they knew you would bring the school money and stuff like that. And so hip hop, or should I say rap culture, has really done a number on this generation. Now you add social media
and it makes it
and
different.
It's a rap. Sending love and light to the Urban Next Nation. My dad, something with a sweatshirt. All right, he's got a... Oh, Janelle's dad.
Hey.
All right, that's what we're talking about. Was that her actual dad, or that was Janelle?
Yeah, it was Janelle. She said...
Oh,
my dad got a
okay,
sweatshirt.
Janelle. That's what I'm talking about.
Yeah. Oh, real quick, I want to give a special shout out to Ascending Infinite Goddess and Lord Knows for their anniversary.
Oh, okay.
They celebrated it yesterday. I saw it on the ground.
Nice.
Shouts out to you guys.
Nice. Always good to celebrate love and compassionate and all that old good stuff.
Absolutely. So, how was your week?
Week was good. Got some work done. We've been getting out orders.
Absolutely.
And so the sale has been going good.
Yes, and it is going to be over soon.
Sunday.
Like we usually play around. We'll let it stay open a little while longer. But no. We're closing it Sunday. So if you want to get something from our store, planning for the new year, all that good stuff.
Yes.
50% off. ShopUrbanX.com.
These planners have been going. People have been buying 5, 6, 7, 8 at a time because they make great gifts, and they're only $15 right now because of the sale that's going on. So I would definitely get one of these, and then you give them the link to the Black Family Biz course. Mm-hmm. So you don't just give them the planner, you give them the course that comes with it for free that helps them expand their business.
Absolutely.
And that's what we really want to do and give. Now, I am going to give you a hack. I normally don't do this, but I'm going to give you a hack. This sale is over Sunday, no matter what. However, if you want to guarantee that your stuff gets to you by the holidays, I'm going to tell you we have something I'm creating called Pick and Ship. So there's only about 5 items that we already have in stock. We don't have to make, we don't have to manufacture, we don't have to send out for blanks, we don't have to hit the vinyl machine, the embroidery machine, the hat press. That is the embroidered hoodies or crew necks, right?
You mean embossed?
Embossed, I'm sorry, the embossed. The embossed hoodies or crew necks, the journals, the satin hats, the shea butter, and me and Malcolm's personal book. If you buy only those items, I can put them in the bag for you right now, and those can be out to you the same day. If you order something else, because you can order this, or you can order that, and that's great. This stuff is still available.
We got to make them, though.
We got to make them. And so that's going to slow up your process. That's the main reason we can't go past Sunday. Because Christmas or the holiday season is that following Monday, which means Saturday is that cutoff, and we want to ensure that we can get this stuff to you in a timely fashion. However, the quick pick and ship, only order those items. Be smart. Be smart. And that's a nice gift package.
Yeah, it is. Easy.
2 hoodies.
Yeah.
A journal.
A hat.
Shea butter and a hat. And you in business.
You know what I'm saying?
So let that be the hack. Don't say Dot didn't tell you. And that's 50% off until Sunday. That is it.
And want to prepare you guys as well. We're going on vacation.
Yes.
So the 22nd.
We're going to do a show instead of next Thursday, next Friday.
Next Friday,
because I'm going to the Travis Scott concert.
With Eli.
Unless I can get out of it somehow, some way.
Yeah, going to be worshiping the devil in the Travis Scott concert.
On the winter solstice.
Look at you.
If I can get out of it somehow, get my nephew to go or something, we'll still do it Thursday. But I committed because Eli bought 4 tickets, so it's an odd seat out because Freddie was supposed to go, but he's going to Columbia.
Yeah.
And so he just nominated his dad. Hey, Dad.
Yeah, as you should. So then we won't be back until January 4th.
Yes.
Okay?
We'll miss you too.
Yeah. We're preparing you now.
Yeah.
Because somebody asked, what we're going to do for episode 444. That actually is on the 4th.
Okay.
Yeah, see?
There it is.
Yeah,
444 on the 4th. Look how it work out.
Yeah, exactly.
So we'll be doing something crazy.
So let's get to some stuff, man.
Let's do it.
Let's get to some stuff.
You are tuned into the sounds of Urban X.
Yeah, and thank you for the people who said we deserve a break. Thank you.
Yeah, the shea butter's not sold out. It's in stock.
Yeah, it is.
Somebody said it was saying sold out. It is in stock.
Thank you. So let's get to some stuff.
Yes.
50 Cent, he is opening up his own production studio in Louisiana.
Yes. We kind of spoke about it briefly
A while ago when he was like working on it. I remember.
Yes.
So that's really cool because he's now heavily entrenched in TV and film.
Yes.
So to have your own spot to do things, you don't have to like rely on these people because everybody he's worked with, like as far as like alcohol, as far as these shows, he finds a problem with them somehow. And he because even with the Power Show, he was going at it with stars and stuff like that. So he has his own production company, and I guess his own studio now is just like the extra step.
It's control.
Yes.
It's power. It's control. It's owning as much as you possibly can.
Yes.
Now the caveat here: this is 70,000 square foot. I believe it was an old studio in Louisiana. He's only paying $2,400 a year, $2,400 a year in rent.
That's crazy.
We could have got that, son. And so when they asked him about it, I believe it was the mayor or the spokesperson said, because he has to invest $160,000 a year in its upkeep, and they said he's going to invest millions to get it up and ready. That's why it's so cheap for him to do so.
So they're incentivizing him to
and that's going to bring jobs to the area and stuff like that. So they're incentivizing him to do so. And I think that's a great 70,000 square feet. It's pretty big. You can do a lot of filming.
A lot of shows about selling coke.
It's going to be a lot of coke shows.
A lot of shows.
It's going to be a lot of shows, a lot of street scenarios about selling coke.
Selling dope. That is what all the shows are about anyway.
Yeah.
Hopefully he expands now.
Well, we thought Tyler Perry would. But a lot of people did film at that.
Coming
to America.
Bad Boys.
So a lot of people did film there. But in terms of his shows, all the same shows, let's hope 50 looks at it from a different scenario and allow people to come down and use the facilities and do some filming. Now, I don't know what the economy looks like
in Louisiana,
in that area, because it might be so bad. Like, does people want to come there? Is he going to have great security? Am I going to be able to fly in?
Listen, because all of the we was watching some like Queen Pin shows and stuff. And a bunch of them in Louisiana, they was getting it.
It's a little rough out there.
Yeah.
It's rough.
All the stories I hear about out there, like No Limit versus Cash Money stories. Projects versus... So
we're going to see or hear about it, but let's hope it's in a place where, respectable individuals feel safe. Speaking of that, let's talk about Andre, the actor.
Let me get his name. Hold on. I know who you're talking about. You're talking about Andre Braugher. Braugher, yeah.
He played in a lot of cop shows.
He was in Brooklyn Nine-Nine.
Brooklyn Nine-Nine. Yes. He recently passed away at the tender age of 61 years old. I'm hearing he had lung cancer. I'm not sure if that's the official story. But our deepest condolences go out to him and his family. I think he had 3 sons or 3 daughters. And so, great actor, always respected. Never heard anything crazy in reference to, his name or anything. So our deepest condolences will go out to him and his family, and his work will live on forever. So hopefully his children's children will get to see an aspect of Granddad.
It's so crazy. Like it feels like there's such a big like turnover happening. And like mad industries, and like these people, 61, like that's not old to me.
Right, Braugher is how it's pronounced. Thank you so much.
Thank you, I appreciate it. Braugher, okay.
Yeah, so that's not old
it's
at all.
It's not old, you know what I mean? And it just feels like a lot of them are just kind of like checking out. It's sad.
But age is relevant to the struggles and pain.
True.
I'm 55 years old. if I make 75, that is a great, great thing. And so, and it's crazy because you see crackheads be living like 85 years old. This nigga had 3 crack stints in his life. God damn shit. And so it's really relevant to the experiences, what you had to encounter. And if he had lung cancer, if he was a smoker, that may lend to, that situation. And so anybody knows that smoking is not good for you.
Yeah.
Yep.
So, cause somebody said don't do us like that. I guess when we was talking about Louisiana, we're sorry.
No. Come on.
No. They were chilling.
Okay, because the Bronx is so damn bad.
I actually want to talk about that. So the Bronx right now. So it was the building that collapsed on Monday.
Yes.
Right, like a corner of the building collapsed on Monday, and right by my neighborhood, like I have to kind of like drive past there, right? And then there was like a 5-alarm fire that happened close to around this area.
Yes.
The other day, right?
Yes.
And people are saying like what the hell is happening, right? Because it was a big fire that took out a lot of businesses.
A lot of businesses during the holiday season.
During the holiday season, so people was like, what the hell is happening? A lot of people think that this is orchestrated somehow because the Bronx, as a borough, has been particularly difficult to gentrify.
Yes.
Right? It happened in Harlem, happened in Brooklyn, happened like Queens has always kind of been, Staten Island,
neutral,
same thing. But the Bronx is kind of like the last piece of New York City that is kind of like, the city. And the high school I was at yesterday was in the area that they called now the Piano District.
Oh,
and it looks very bougie. I was like, what the hell happened over here?
They building all of them
skyscrapers
and luxury homes.
Yep. So a lot of people think these fires, building collapsing, the lack of upkeep in the the structure in these buildings, a lot of that, the crime that's been happening is all to force people out. Right? We talked about the congestion fees that they're doing.
Yes.
We talked about the noise cameras that they're doing. So they're doing something to where like we said, putting a squeeze on poor people.
Yes.
In the city.
And with that being said, people are moving out of Manhattan because of those kind of situations. Yep. And in that so-called Piano District is right over the bridge.
Yes, it is.
And so that's how it starts. No one would ever really think about moving to the Bronx, but now that it's right over the bridge, it starts there, and then the process begins. And again, this becomes a 10, 15-year process, and for us, as a blink of an eye, it's over. And then these areas in which, were normally, are occupied by us is no longer. And then only take a few brave white folks.
Oh, yeah, it's happening.
A few brave white folks to go, I'm here.
Yeah.
Get used to it.
And I'm calling my local
and then I'm calling my local
representative
because you guys are playing dominoes.
Yes.
Remember, in Crown Heights are predominantly, not Crown Heights.
What are you talking about?
Dominican Republic.
The Heights.
The Heights.
Yeah.
Washington Heights.
Yes.
Some white people moved up in there and they were having a problem with the Dominicanos out there playing dominoes.
Yeah.
And that's a cultural thing. They've been doing that. They had a problem in Harlem when people were giving block parties.
Yeah.
And that's a cultural thing out there. And so the culture shock for a lot of these Europeans, and then they want to come in and try to impose. And so there's always going to be a back and forth. Because, come on, the Dominicanos going to play them dominoes.
They guys going to play those dominoes.
And play their music.
Yes.
Very loud. Very loud.
Like,
I think they have hearing issues.
One time I had to go upstairs because I was trying to put Noble to sleep. And I'm knocking on the door, banging on the door like, because they couldn't even hear me at the door.
You got to wait until the song ends.
Yeah, like I had to like.
You got to be up there, because I used to be up there like.
You got to wait like.
And as soon as the song ends, boom, 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 boom. Papi, come on, Papi. I'm below you, Papi. Come on.
It's 2 in the morning.
It's 2, Papi. Go sleep, Papi. I got to work, Papi.
Yeah.
Okay. And then usually they turn that shit back up. That's it.
Yeah. So the Bronx
when I was there, they was playing dominoes in the hallway.
Yeah.
Right below me. So it was 4 different people playing music.
One time I came in the building one time and they were cooking out in the building. Yeah, in the hallway.
Yeah.
I said, I gotta go. I gotta go. This
is too much.
I can't do this.
Can't do this shit. Yeah. True story.
Yeah. It's the Bronx, man. That's the Bronx.
Yep.
You are tuned into the sounds of Urban X.
So you were telling me about Navy Federal Union, credit union.
Navy Federal Reserve is a credit union.
Yes.
That has been known to be giving out loans for homes and a lot of things.
And this is for families of veterans.
Yeah,
right?
families of veterans.
Yes.
You just have to be related to a veteran. Yeah. And but they a class. I don't know if a class action lawsuit is coming, but there's been revealed that the discrimination against so-called African American people is one of the largest disparities they've seen in banks in recent years, to with a point where a white person making $62,000 had a better chance of getting a loan with a black person who made $140,000. All the other credentials the same. The black people were being denied over 50% of the time, while white people over 75% of the time, their loans were being approved. And this is important because when we talk about getting out of the city and maybe getting yourself a home or in position to be a home, what more can you do when you make X amount of money? You're proving that the money is there, you know what I'm saying, and you still can't get the loan. And this is going on. This is not new for us. We understand that these levels of discrimination have been taking place, red line all across the country, with housing discrimination, health discrimination, job discrimination, crime discrimination in America. But you thought maybe Navy Federal would be one that considered you fought for this country, or your
family member.
Your family members fought for this country. That would be the leg up that's needed, and it is not.
And you know what's crazy? All of these banks are guilty of it.
All of them.
All of them are guilty of it. Like if you can go back a few years and just kind of pull up the history in a lot of these banks, like Bank of America got in a lot of trouble for it. Wells Fargo got in trouble for it.
Wells Fargo's is the absolute worst.
You know what I'm saying? Chase as well. Like they all get in trouble for, in wide margins, like giving less money to black people than white people. So
and what that does is it doesn't give us an opportunity to shorten the economic gap.
Because I saw a post. I don't know how true or how accurate the numbers are, but on Twitter it was floating around. It said like the average black person's net worth is like $17,000, and then the white person's like $171,000. Yeah. So again, not sure how that is, but that's not just money in your pocket. That is like home ownership. That is, just assets and stuff like that. They're able to accumulate because they have the help of banks and stuff like that, and we don't have the same help. And the money to start a business and all of those things that help shorten that gap, which leads me to another, I saw this on, I think, Red Pill's page, shout out Rich Pill as he calls himself now. The E to E ratio. And that E to E ratio is it's a 50-to-1 ratio for normal people, meaning $50 for every $50 spent on entertainment, we spend $1 on education. Okay.
Now, obviously, you would like it to be the other way around. However, for black people, the E to E ratio is $200 for entertainment, $1 for education. So we are clearly in the business of not handling any business. And I can see how that lays out as well, because why do we spend look at us. Our greatest asset in America's eyes is entertaining people. We've said this for years.
No, it's a fact.
That it's really about, if you better dribble that basketball or
write a good song
or be in front dancing and making these white folks laugh, because that's where we spend our money. And we don't value education as much as we should. And not European-based education. Remember, knowledge is free. And so I'm not talking about just going to school or something of that magnitude. I'm talking about just informing yourselves, putting ourselves in position so economically we can reap the benefits. And so for us, it's 200 to 1. Damn. And don't think people who like to invest their money don't know that.
Yeah.
So how do we get the black dollar? We put out some rappers, make them invest in ball players, champagne drinks and things of that nature. And even 50-1 for white America is bad. So America has a problem with just being entertained and consumption. How do you keep them as slaves in Rome? Feed them a circus and wine, and they will never revolt. And so, but just to look at it from an economic standpoint, for black people, it's really, really bad.
Yeah, that is.
And we need to look into that.
That is a shame. You're right. You're right.
Right?
Yeah.
Speaking of education or entertainment, let's get right into KRS-One.
Okay. So he had some words to say about the Grammys celebration of hip hop. So I watched Will Smith's performance. It was dope. I like that.
Okay.
Like at his age, to still have the breath control and still be in sync with Jazzy Jeff, like that's something that I wish, like, just off topic, but I wish like newer acts could just kind of they just kind of had that artist development. Artist
development is critical, and they don't teach that enough. I got a long hair hanging out of my nose.
Sorry
about
just picking
that.
Your nose, bro.
It's age 55. This shit is crazy. Artist development.
Yeah.
Being able to perform was a critical part. And whenever I talk to young people, I try to teach them, especially if you're a weed smoking drinker, you need to practice the way it's a show in front of you. Because you do these songs in the studio just kind of in relaxed mode, and then what happens is you go out there before, God damn it.
Can you just like focus, like go get through it?
All right, I'm going. I'm doing it now.
Jeez.
It was because I'm getting more hype and it's making the hair go. It wants to hang out. It wants to be on camera. All right, and so when you get on stage after being back stage with your boys and y'all drinking, now you can't perform the songs.
Also, think about how they laid the track down. They don't even like rap it. It's like so many different punch-ins that they can't even like fully perform their own damn songs.
They can't perform their own damn songs.
Yeah.
And so when you see a throwback performance from Will Smith or somebody like that, you get to appreciate more of, the nuance of that. But go back to what KRS-One was saying.
Yeah, but KRS-One, he was saying that, for 49 years or for 49 previous years, the Grammys didn't show hip-hop any love, so why now, right? Obviously, easy answer is because it's 50th year. It's easy to just kind of make it a celebration to, to cash in. And we said this year, like, all of these companies, all of these organizations saw the 50th anniversary just kind of as a quick lick to, celebrate it, even though economically, if we're just talking about the trends of music, the trends of the shows, the trends of just the hip hop, the content, it is on a downturn.
Yes.
So now it's just kind of like you just kind of gotta cash in with it, where it's at now. But so I agree with KRS-One's statements.
Yeah, and I agreed with the fact that hip hop is the basic four elements: b-boying, MCing, DJing, graffiti. Right. That's a celebration of hip hop, which was my argument 3 months ago. You're celebrating rap records as one component because it's easier to sell, and this is how you guys got rich. But when we speak about the culture itself, what it meant when no money was involved, what it meant to just get out there and express yourself in one of these four variations. And he also mentioned there are other elements that we can always argue because he created 9 elements. Africa Bambaataa said fifth element is knowledge. And so it kind of went back and forth, but we get that. I always call that the plus degrees, the things that add on. But the foundation, the 4 cornerstones were these 4 elements, and nowhere within anybody's celebration really were they demonstrated except in his on Cedric Avenue, where you saw the b-boys, you saw the graffiti writers and the dancers, and the DJ was highlighted. And so he's never won a Grammy. I don't think he's ever been nominated, as crazy as it may seem. And now you want him to come in and, make your show more authentic, ritualistically speaking, by having KRS-One there. So I understand what his point was when he said that. You know, the way KRS-One comes across a little bit is a little me-ish sometimes in terms of him being the embodiment. But he was the first...
The Pope of hip-hop.
Yeah, he was the first philosopher of hip-hop. No one can take that from him. He was the first one to introduce really the edutainment concept, he was the first one to say, I am hip hop. And so with that came a responsibility that he upholds. Now we can all get into some personal things that we have issues with that he should have to deal with, which we won't talk about here. But just keeping it in perspective, I am 100% in agreement with what he's saying. And so he said, I saw a bunch of rappers on stage, respectable rappers, all true. But hip hop is supposed to mean something different.
Yeah.
And they bypassing all of that and really just talking about the aspects in which they have exploited to its fullest and maximum.
So, so this is like, you know, on hip hop, but this is kind of like off topic as well. So somebody's been like highlighting really, really, really questionable lines and a lot of like the legendary hip hop artists.
Did you see the ones by MC Lyte?
Yeah, yo.
Yeah.
I was just like, and here's the thing, and the reason why it's so odd because like you thought about it, wrote that down, you rapped it. Somebody had to record that.
Yes.
Yeah, put it out. It was so many stages within
the process.
That process that nobody said, this sounds weird.
Even KRS-One, 13 and good. That's a bizarre thing to say.
Yeah.
Right? And for those who are on Charleston White's case, a lot of hip hop artists don't like Charleston White, and I get it. You know, because a lot of the stuff he says is crazy. But in your own backyard, your own colleagues have said and done some bizarre and bragged about some real, from drug dealing to molestation to robbery to some really bizarre things that went on wax that you danced to, you partied to, and yet nobody said nothing about that. But yet the culmination of that being a Charleston White along with social media, giving birth to someone of his magnitude, now it's looking you back in the face, and now you got a problem 50 years later.
And you know what's crazy? Because I think a lot of... When a lot of things come out, right? When like, you know, Me Too movements and stuff like that happen, I think a lot of people, they get defensive because they might personally haven't done anything, but they stood by...
We all did.
You get what I'm saying? So it's just, it's uncomfortable. It's really uncomfortable.
Culpable.
Yes. It's very just like, ooh.
You know what I mean? I danced to all of them songs. I've been in the car rocking to them too. I keep telling people our agreement by not saying no and going, wait a minute, and making a Dolores Tucker stance against this, you know what I mean, created this situation that it is now. So now we have to deal with it.
Yeah.
And we want to blame other people. Yeah, these people are the reason, but we sat around because there was a few trinkets involved for us.
Yeah.
And having those few trinkets gets you to look the other way. It's not hard to get people to look the other way because they see something. It's not hard for the mother to know her son is out there selling drugs to her neighbors, screwing up her neighbor's life because she got a brand new TV, a brand new couch, and now her ribs are not touching.
Yeah.
It's not hard for police officers who took an oath to protect and serve, whatever that's worth, and look the other way when drugs is coming into the neighborhood. It's really not hard for people to, look up to these rappers who all, you know the story.
Yeah.
And so we are all, the universe moves and acquiesce to how we generate the energy and make it. And when we go, oh, it must be good, then everything in the universe aligns with that. So we are all at fault. And if you have a hard time saying that or accepting that, then you have a problem with self. And I don't mean every single person. A lot of you people get real literal.
Yeah.
Not every single person.
God, and this, new rule going forward in the comments. New rule. You got 2 responses out of me. That's it.
Okay, that's it.
That is it. If I feel like this isn't going anywhere, that is inside. No, because
I've been on that.
Yeah. Like I just 2 responses. That's it.
Yeah.
But because we were talking about like just again songs that R. Kelly wrote, and it's like God damn, like he wrote so many songs, right?
Yes.
And then it's just like, I knew.
Yes.
Yeah, heard something that y'all knew somebody that knew somebody that knew somebody that told you something.
Yes.
And That song was a hit. So
That song is a hit. You needed it. Live, 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 live.
That was a hit.
It was a hit.
Yeah.
He wrote that.
Jesus.
Fortunate for Maxwell. He wrote that.
It's a banger.
I mean, the list goes on and
banger.
on of the songs R. Kelly wrote, and you knew.
Yeah.
But you knew it was a banger. Side note, your girl Jaguar Wright she's at it again.
Oh.
She put Patti LaBelle in the blender.
Oh, Lord have mercy.
Yeah, and she said Patti LaBelle was violated by the whole Temptations. I know that makes you feel a certain kind of way because you like the
I
Temptations.
love the Temptations. No.
Yeah, I know. And that's why, and to get her to avoid from coming out and pressing charges, they gave her first hit, whatever her first hit was. According to Jaguar Wright.
Allegedly.
And Jaguar said it's not alleged because she got that directly from Patti LaBelle's husband, who was happy the whole time. He was a very excited man the whole time. And so that's what she said. And so
Somebody said, not Otis and them, not Otis.
yeah, Otis and them, man. You know, again, on the road, she a young up and coming.
Wow.
You know what I mean? Man, probably ran through or whatever the case may be.
Man.
And so, yeah.
This is, again, another side note. What do people in the industry, like, what do their mental health have to be? Like, to just... To know some of this stuff and to do interviews, to sing amazing songs, like to just, if you are at LeBron's statue, you probably know some shit.
Yeah.
And you can still go out and perform, to put up 35.
Yes.
Give a press conference, and
Yes.
my mental health would be like, I'd be drinking. I'd be like,
That's
I can't.
why a lot of them are on drugs, drinking, abused. Yes.
Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, what?
Patty was raped by Jackie Wilson at the Apollo Theater. Allegedly.
Whoa.
Allegedly. We got to put that out there. You know.
Whoa. But
Yeah.
wow, that is, damn.
Yeah. So, with that being said, time for commercial break.
Yeah, so we'll take a quick commercial break. Don't touch that down. We'll be right back.
We'll be right back.
Embark on the transformative Hoppy 2024 tour and witness the remarkable evolution of economics, from the cultivation of crops to the dynamic world of stocks. Immerse yourself in the birthplace of commerce as we unveil the ingenious minds behind the first elaborate economic plans. Join us in Egypt from February 16th to the 25th, 2024 to experience this awe-inspiring journey where you will see and learn about innovations in agriculture. Marvel at the grand structures like the pyramids and the great temples, symbols of wealth and economic prowess in ancient Egypt. Experience the enchantment of Egypt with a chartered now cruise exclusively for our group. At the pinnacle of our tour, you will be granted access to the prestigious Hoppy Dinner Gala, where you can network with fellow travelers, scholars, and enthusiasts. Enjoy a night of opulence and culture as we unite to shape a prosperous future. Book now and join Hoppy on our economic tour of Egypt.
I am a critical thinker, here to bless you with lyrical tinctures. I am the Black Dot, the point of reference, the metaphysical link to the Moors, the Mayans, the Aztecs, the Incas. I am here to remove the blind spots and clear the view of your spiritual blinker. I am something out of nothing. I am the alchemical bringer of change. My name will continue to linger. I am legend. If consciousness was a game, I would be considered a ringer. I am because we are.
To all of you Dr. Sebi followers, I've got something for y'all. Discover the untold story of one of the most important healers of our time in Abelardo Guerrero Jr.'s book titled My Journey with Dr. Sebi. Visit www.myjourneywithdrsebi.com to place your order and receive a free copy of the audiobook with over 4 hours of exclusive content.
Hello, Wealthy family. This is Chanel, Ascending Infinite Goddess, sending you lots of love and gratitude. Thank you so much for allowing me to continuously connect with you and your spirit team. Know that whether you're receiving guidance and confirmation with an angel oracle card session, or you're having your energy centers realigned with a chakra balancing session, or you're releasing trauma and pressure with a mental healing session, I am here to be of service to you. Visit my website, www.ascendinginfinitegoddess.com, to see all my services and availability, and also visit my YouTube channel, Ascending Infinite Goddess, where I have hundreds of videos for you to follow through and learn more about your spiritual journey. Thank you so much for connecting with me, and until we connect again, one love.
And we're back.
And we are back.
Thank you guys for joining us. Thank you for joining us. We appreciate the love and support.
The love and support. We want to welcome a new sponsor with us, Arquette Tours. And they're giving a beautiful trip to Egypt, February 17th to the 24th, I believe it is. It looks like it's going to be an amazing trip, boat ride. A lot of information. So if this has been on your bucket list,
yeah, I would love to go to
for
Egypt.
a very long time, Arquette Tours, AKHET Tours.com. I want you to go at least check the website out, check the prices. I'm pretty sure it's very affordable for you to go. Shout out Felicia, who's also a filmmaker, I'm hearing on the low.
Nice.
And her team are sponsoring this trip. So ArquetteTours.com this February. So this is right around time. You get that tax return money. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You want to do something, you go on that tour and make it happen. You know what I'm saying? You already know what it is. Now listen, shout out. Ani Asari is going to be on the show tonight. I forgot to mention Asaru. Why do I keep saying Asari?
I don't know.
It's Asaru.
You know what's crazy? My pop's like, he'll get a name wrong and keep saying it wrong. No matter what. Like, he has, and then what happens is Mama Dot is next to him hearing it wrong. She says it wrong. So it's just, I really be here like
we
really
just
going
out of
crazy.
control.
Yeah, I go crazy like that's not his name. Well, that's not the name of this. Like,
So Ani Asaru will be on the show tonight, right after the second commercial break. I should have made that mention earlier, but he's going to be on. He's going to be talking about Leave the World Behind.
Yes.
And then he also said, side note, he's cooking up the next betting class for the NBA.
That was highly requested.
That was highly, highly requested.
People love the NFL betting one.
Yes, now they want the NBA joint.
Yeah, only if you're a member, you get that.
Only if you're a member. You gotta be a member.
You gotta be a member to get that.
To get that. So that's what that's all about. And so stay tuned.
Absolutely.
You know, we try to add a little something to the shows from time to time. Yeah.
You are tuned into the sounds of Urban X.
And for the people that just came in, I want to remind you.
Ascendant said, I ordered some heat from you on Monday and the joints was delivered today. That's right.
Come on, man. Like,
we up there with
Amazon
Amazon.
who?
Yeah, Amazon who?
Amazon who?
And I'm telling you, if you order the pick and ship, bro. It's
quicker than that.
It's quicker than that. I'll get that out to you right now. During the next commercial break, I'll have your shit in the bag. Oh, that heat. You know? Side note, somebody just ordered something from us and the price came up wrong.
Yeah, so we're going to give you back.
We're going to refund you
the difference.
The difference.
Yes.
Because that's what we do here. We know it's a glitch on our part. No problem. Our integrity will remain intact. We will honor that for you.
So, yeah.
Hold on.
You're listening to the sound.
Okay, I hit it already.
Did you bring Leslie?
I didn't bring the Leslie one.
Okay, it's time to bring Leslie.
So, this happened recently. So, 2 million Teslas are recalled to fix their autopilot monitoring system. So this is according to The Hill. Tesla recalled nearly all of its vehicles sold in the U.S. to fix a flaw within its autopilot self-driving feature on Wednesday. 2 million vehicles are impacted by the recall. That's a lot of cars, by the way. Consisting of all Tesla models Y, S, 3, and X, produced from between October 2012 and last week. Damn. The recall follows a 2-year investigation by the National Highway Traffic Association Safety Administration into wrecks reportedly caused by the software being used incorrectly. The agency says its investigation found Tesla's method of ensuring that drivers pay attention can be inadequate and may lead to abuse and higher risk of crashes. A software update will be pushed to users starting next week, according to recall documents.
Now that's interesting because in the movie Leave the World Behind,
Spoiler alert,
them cars was driving on their own, crashing. You know what I mean? Because technology was out of balance. I'm pretty sure Ani Asuru will discuss that. You see what I'm saying?
Yes.
And so, again, these are the flaws of automation. You know what I mean? And what can go wrong will go wrong.
Bro, technology,
right?
man.
And especially with technology.
Technology, man.
Because there are too many avenues in which people can take full advantage of that. I just saw some young hackers go down to Times Square and put their ad up on all the billboards at one time and then walk off.
Did that happen?
I'm just saying. But would it be impossible to do
No, it
so?
wouldn't be. No, it wouldn't be. But here's the thing. Hackers, they don't be doing stuff for the good of humanity. Like,
No, some of them probably do.
Yo, some hackers, they just hacked into a video game production thing and they got, information on the video game. They said, we want $2 million. No, go to the credit unions. Clear all my debt. Like, you know what I'm
black
saying?
brother give a lot of people EBT.
Oh, yeah. He was doing work of the
He
Lord.
was doing work. He's a hero. He was a hero. He got caught.
He did.
But that's some Robin Hood shit. Niggas like, yo, I got 2,500 EBT stamps.
Yeah.
Oh, man. So he was doing the work.
He was doing work.
He was doing the work.
That's a fact.
So, some people...
I got school loans. Wipe those out, Sally Mae. Wipe those out, man. Do something good.
Yeah. Facts.
But yeah, so that 2 million Teslas, that's a lot of
That's a lot of cars.
That's a lot of cars, bro.
It's a lot of cars, and I'm just not sold on the
electronic
autopilot.
Me neither.
I'm gonna drive my own car.
Yeah.
I don't want to be taking a nap and my car's taking me.
I wonder when that's gonna be like. No, because if you remember the movie I, Robot.
Yes.
All of them were self-driving cars, and then when he drove it himself, they were like, "Wait, you drove it yourself? Like, what the hell?" Like, they were bugged out.
They were bugged out, exactly.
By him wanting to do that. And he was trying so hard. If you remember the movie, he was trying so hard to
hold on to a few.
Yeah, he had a motorcycle, and it was like, that takes gas. Like, what are you, like...
Yes.
What the hell are you doing?
Absolutely.
So,
absolutely.
It be truth in these movies, man.
Yep, absolutely.
Somebody said, who sleeps in the car? Yeah, I don't know.
You'd be surprised. White people feel privileged enough.
Yeah.
I purchased a self-driving vehicle. Take me home.
Yeah.
Kit, remember, what movie was that? He had the car. That Kit.
Night Rider.
Yeah. Night Rider. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
His car showed up,
That beat was hard. That
was hard. That was hard.
Yeah, somebody asked why you don't have Madagascar on your merch. It's because it's one patch. Like, we're not just...
Yeah, I'm not going to do a Madagascar patch and then a patch about the Congo and then a patch about Ethiopia and then a patch of just one.
Yeah, just like one, of the body.
You get the point.
Yeah. That's we appreciate your concern.
Yeah, observations.
From Madagascar, though. Absolutely.
Yeah, true story. Night Rider, yeah.
You are tuned into the sounds of
I
Urban
don't know
X.
what you said.
Did I say Night Rider?
I think you said something close to it.
Okay, my bad.
Yeah.
I saw this video on Twitter yesterday. Daz from Death Row.
Yes.
Snoop's cousin.
Yes,
he posted up a video and he goes, Snoop, why you not helping out your man Diddy? And I was like, what kind of cousin are you? Like, what kind of...
Yeah, well, again, obviously they have some unresolved issues.
Clearly.
Snoop probably owes him some money or something. Yeah. And it is a true statement.
Yeah.
Where you at now?
Yeah.
Where are your friends? How many of us have them? Where are your friends at a time like this? Or they Kanye Westing him.
What you mean?
Diddy, like they getting away from his ass.
Yeah. I mean,
like the play.
You have to, yeah.
I gotta protect my brand.
Yeah.
Because I'm a goyim for a whole nother set of real estate agents.
Yeah.
And if they get mad at me, then I could be in the same situation you in. So you are on your own.
Yeah.
Are they wrong for that? Yo, you supposed to be my man, you supposed to be right. No, whoa.
Because if it was the other way around, you think Diddy would be picking up that phone? Absolutely not.
You see what happened to Kyrie Irving?
Yeah.
You see what happened to Kanye?
Yeah.
They out there by themselves. And so it's easy for you to sit at home, as I always say, and talk about who ain't keeping it real and you ain't riding with nobody when you got a family and a lifestyle to uphold. When we partied and ain't no heat coming down, we all good. The minute, because then where there's smoke, there's fire. People start making associations and connections. Well, wasn't these niggas hanging out together? Well, how can he have been doing that and he not? Or he not know about this and that? And y'all have no idea how deep the rabbit hole goes. Because all of your celebrities, they all in on it.
And
to some capacity and some degree.
And that's the way of because you can't talk about it because once you. It's like, again, people's memory go, time out. Hey, wait, you. Because remember when the Me Too movement was happening in Hollywood and Ben Affleck, all of them tried to come out and they go, whoa, I remember an interview you did in 2000 and you said.
Absolutely.
He was like, nah, I'm good.
And because we have this digital footprint now.
I'm good.
There are people who have nothing but time on their hand who sit back and start putting pieces together and telling the whole story. You know what I mean? The entire story.
Snoop actually has a new movie coming out.
Does he?
The Underdogs. Like, he was a ex-football player, and now he's like a youth football coach.
Okay. That's creative.
Yeah, I don't know.
Eddie Murphy's got a new movie coming out.
Beverly Hills Cop.
Beverly Hills Cop 4. Yeah. Why?
I
have no idea.
I don't know.
It's through Netflix. So maybe he has a deal.
I think he did. Remember, because he did put out Dolomite on Netflix.
Did he did?
He was supposed to do comedy specials as well.
He really was.
And those never came out. Dave Chappelle has a new comedy special coming out on December 31st.
Oh,
on Netflix.
It's him? Or somebody he's sponsoring?
No, it's him.
Okay.
Yeah.
On December 31st.
December 31st, yeah.
Okay, all right. So that's our movie news, but this sounds like a personal beef.
Yeah,
and Snoop.
And this, you know what's crazy? Between them, this happens like every 5 years.
Them two.
Yeah, he gets mad because Daz. I don't think he gets credit as a producer. Like he did Ambitions of a Rider. Nobody credits that to him. Yes. Everybody thinks it was Dre. They think everything in Death Row was Dre.
From Dre, right?
When he had a lot of his fingerprints on a lot of these biggest hits, and I think he feels away. And I don't know the relationship between him and Snoop, but it feels...
And Snoop now owns Death Row.
So he probably is like, yo...
And then he hired a CEO. I don't know, was she an original or was she a Pilgrim? I think she was a Pilgrim.
Probably.
And so that's a little,
Probably.
And Sugar's been making damning statements.
Oh, yeah.
In his podcast series. Yeah. And so everybody needs to be running for cover in Hollywood. Everybody in Hollywood.
Yeah. That's a fact. That is a fact. What's not true, Raheem? What's not true?
What's not true, Raheem?
Well, we'll go to the next.
You are tuned into the sounds of Urban X.
So the other day, TMZ was on fire. They were releasing everything when it came to the Jonathan Major stuff. They released the audio of him barking on Shorty, telling... And you know what's crazy? I got it. I understood him.
You understood him?
I understood him. He was just like, listen, woman, I'm about to do some big things.
And I need you to hold one for the team. I need you to
hold it down, ho. Hold it down.
Hold it down so we can get this money.
Yeah.
You messing up this money.
Messing it up. You know what I'm saying?
So you need to be a Shabetty Baz.
Yeah,
among other
Shabetty
things.
Baz, you know what I'm saying?
Right. He didn't mean it in the literal sense of you being a black woman. But if you knew the secrets that they held to uphold this king that you have.
Yes. Right?
Karen.
Yes.
You know what I mean?
And then they released a video from the actual incident from the cab. So you see the cab pulling over and you see him pushing her in and running. He hit a 4-3. Yeah, he was down 8 city blocks. And the way TMZ gets this footage because they caught him on 8 different blocks and they would just every camera was just catching him, the next camera. So when off topic, but when they can't find people.
it makes you wonder. They wasn't looking for people.
You get what I'm saying?
They were. If you shoot a cop, just saying, hypothetically speaking, they will find you by tomorrow.
You get what I mean? Like they just picked up. They knew his whole path and everything. Showed him her chasing him. He was just trying to get away from that white woman.
Yeah, which he should.
He was trying to get away.
A white woman running is dangerous.
Yeah.
That's some dangerous shit, man.
Imagine you driving through that though. Like, is that Jonathan?
Yeah, damn white woman, cave woman chasing after a prince like that, a black Nubian king.
You know
that can't be right.
And then,
that's the clash in the worlds.
Then they had like video footage, body cam footage of when the cops went to the house as well. Like TMZ is the feds; they got everything. But
water is in the cup.
Now they have now the story of just Jonathan Majors and this whole thing. I felt like that camera angle shows he was trying to get away.
In that instance. But it also goes back to what we said. I think they had a volatile
and the cab driver said she was the aggressor.
Yes.
So if we just taking what cab driver said she was the aggressor, I'm trying to run away from this crazy bitch. Why is this going on for 8 months?
No facts. Unless she can now prove through other emails.
Those are not supposed to be.
We have a volatile relationship. This is how we express our love for each other. He get the up on me sometime, and sometime I get the one up on him, and that's how we love each other.
Yeah.
Cause that's hood love.
Yeah.
You know, Shaquita ain't having it. Shaquita run up at your baby mama job with a whole bunch of chicks with her with their hair pulled all the way back. They done grease their faces. They don't care about none of that. And they come out like this. They come out, now you got your little, your girl, your main chick, she got a suit on. Mm-hmm. She doing the corporate thing. Mm-hmm. And she got Shaquita and them, Laquan and them out there. They ready to thump. You know what I mean? They ready to thump. And so that's a clashing, of worlds. You come home, you got to be ready to fight.
I don't know. Hopefully he gets off, man. Like he said in the chat, I need to see King Dynasty as well, man.
No, facts. Come on, man. But that's very selfish.
That is very selfish.
Because it should be about justice and the integrity of the law.
Is it ever?
And you're thinking about movies. That's shows you where your mindset is, young man. Shows you where your mindset is.
Somebody said TMZ waited till he got canceled for because what's crazy, if they had this video 8 months ago
and they could have released it then and it would have swayed public opinion.
Absolutely,
they know what they're doing. They know what they doing. Yes,
you're right. No, you're right.
Yeah,
you guys have a point. Mm-hmm. And then speaking of other cases and stuff, Tory Lane's bodyguard came out.
Yeah.
He had released a statement and said that he saw Kelsey, which was Megan Thee Stallion's best friend, with the gun. Now, I've always had that theory that that's what happened.
You did say that.
I've always had that theory that the girls found out they was messing with each other. They said some words. Everybody's arguing.
It's going to be a fight.
The friend pulls it. I think he was trying to wrestle away from her, goes off, skids up on the ground, hits her in the foot.
Right.
And then he had the gun. I think he shot in there. Because remember, he didn't go to jail for shooting her. He went to jail for having a gun, and he's not supposed to have a gun in California.
Yes.
He was an immigrant.
Yes.
So
when all the smoke clears, if you really want to know what he went to jail for.
Yeah, because we were all looking at just the way they were reporting on that case. We were looking at really inconsequential details of it, who she was sleeping with. None of that mattered. He had a gun. And in the state,
and in the law states, you can't have a gun.
Exactly. So,
but she did come out today and issue a statement saying it's all lies.
Yeah, because and then Partisan Fontaine, he was on the Breakfast Club, so they were talking about the song and if he cheated, if she cheated, if she lied and stuff like that. So she just had a lot of stuff to address.
Yeah. It is what it is.
It is what it is.
You are tuned into the sounds of Urban X.
Did you hear Nicki's album?
No.
I tried to listen to it. Me and wife were driving and just...
That's a nice time to listen to it.
Yeah, and no.
No? Okay.
I try, and I really tried.
And isn't it a combination album, right? It's got her, Monica,
and
another singer on it. I think she created a super band with her, Monica, and Keisha Cole.
Chat.
Yeah,
Fact check
Nicki,
that.
Monica, and Keisha Cole are
This is the first time I'm hearing about this.
a super group
You lying.
of women. No. I heard it on the streets. I be on the streets.
I've never heard of that.
I heard it on the streets that they're forming a super group with them three. As a matter of fact, I saw a picture with them three in it. And yeah. So somebody confirm that for Black Dot. Because that's what I'm hearing.
Yeah, first of all, it was weird.
Turner, Ira said yes, they did. Okay, yes. Rashawn Green, yes.
I don't believe
Yeah.
I ain't hear that.
And speaking of music, Kanye West.
Guys.
Tomorrow night.
Guys.
Tomorrow morning. Kanye West is
It's
releasing.
2023. Do we believe anything Kanye says when it comes to music dropping? Even I heard snippets and they sound good.
They do sound good.
I am actually excited for it. I'm usually snippets don't really get me, but I'm like, these sound good.
Him and Ty Dolla song.
Yeah, signs.
Ty Dolla
See,
song.
and he was gonna run with that. If I didn't correct him, he was gonna keep calling him Ty Dolla songs.
Yeah,
But,
Ty Dolla Sign and Kanye are releasing the album called Vultures tonight at midnight. Can't wait.
I don't believe it.
Can't wait.
I don't believe it. Yo, I have an honest question for you guys. Honest question, because I've been watching Kanye. He was in a Black Klansman, outfit.
Yeah.
When he goes out, he looks all mad. He looks like he done. How much of Kanye do you think, with all the stuff we know, is genius? What percentage do you give genius, and what percentage do you give crazy?
That's a good question. That's a real because crazy is, in order to be considered a genius, sometimes they
Okay,
label you as crazy.
I mean, just
it's a thin line.
no, not the crazy that feeds into the genius. I just mean
Like straight crazy.
Yes.
I'm gonna say 70-30 crazy, 30 genius at this present moment. I'm gonna throw in the clone factor.
Okay.
I don't know if this is really him. I'm gonna throw in, all the trauma that he's been put through. I'm gonna throw all of that in to appear crazy. I think Kanye has confidence that most of us will never have.
Okay.
And so his confidence comes across as arrogance. He knows how to manipulate the universe like most of us can only dream of. What Kanye says is. And that's the way he goes about it. And to normal knuckle draggers like yourself, just being generous, you're the son of a knuckle dragger. You come from a long line of knuckle draggers. His way of life could come across because, watch this, people deem Jesus crazy. So Jesus is the same thing. We are repeating ourselves. All right? And those were knuckle draggers during Roman time. They're knuckle draggers. Literal knuckle draggers. And so that greatness of understanding I am, therefore we are. I am. You can get that on Shop Urban Next.
50% off.
You saw the commercial. I'm 50% off at this present time. I think, so I'm going to backtrack my statement and say he's more genius, misunderstood, than crazy. Because what is crazy in a world filled with craziness?
I'm gonna just hear the music. My answer might change depending on the music.
The music is always the telltale for me, King.
Yeah.
If this album, because let me tell you what album really grew on me, this Donda album, son.
Okay.
When I first listened to it, it sounded like elevator music. I was, what the hell is this? But I was listening to it in my car.
And with rapper ears.
Right. But when I just listened sonically, musically, his offering to his mother, this, that, his faith is in Jesus Christ. That's his faith. Y'all just got to move off that. That's that man's faith. But the music, vibrationally speaking, on point. Right. So if he delivers, he delivers.
All right. Okay. All right.
I hope that answers,
That's all right.
You're listening to the sounds
My bad.
of Urban X.
So, me and my friends were talking about this earlier. The Undisputed, the show Undisputed and then First Take, their numbers kind of dropped, right? So during the first 2 weeks of during the 2 weeks of November 27th to December 8th, First Take had like 500,000 viewers. 5 times greater than Undisputed, who had
is that the ratings week or something? Or?
I believe so. I believe so.
Okay.
So and it was just interesting because when you see that, you realize like yo, Skip Bayless really tanked his own show. Because I think when Shannon and Skip was there, I think they were competing with.
Yes, so he didn't tank his. Well, he didn't purposely tank.
No,
his
but
own
he
show.
tanked it, meaning how he treated Shannon.
Yes, yeah, he disrespected Shannon.
Yeah, and then Shannon like pulled a chess move.
Yeah, a serious chess move. When we were getting reactionary, he should leave right now.
Yeah, he should
Why should he
smack him
leave
right now.
$40 million on the table when he didn't have to?
Yeah.
And then he came over to the big boys on ESPN, and it's all a corporate game, being played. But now he's struggling. I don't even turn down the dial.
Yeah,
and I like Sterling Sherman.
Yeah.
And I like Keyshawn Cole.
Keyshawn Johnson.
Keyshawn Cole.
Ruining names, right?
I was thinking of Keisha Cole. My man from the Cowboys, Michael Irvin, always look like he on coke.
Yeah.
Always.
He just be sweating.
He be sweating. His lips look real chappy. He looked like he be in the back taking the 2 and 2, like when the show start. And so, and so now that show, then they got, they bring on these weird rappers and comedians that have no real relevance.
They had vision, I felt like, before. You know what I mean? Like, they just, as a company. Now it's just like...
It's bad.
What the hell y'all doing?
Yeah, so that show ain't going to last much longer.
Yeah, okay. All right. Oh, so speaking of sports... Cam Newton, he has a podcast now, but he was on, I think, somebody else's podcast, and he was talking about the NFL quarterbacks now, and he named a few quarterbacks that he felt were game managers. Okay, his opinion.
Yes,
right?
Yes.
But the response from the media about Cam Newton, I think, was kind of crazy.
Well,
Heisman
I'm not
winner,
sure. This is what I'm going to say.
Number 1 pick, Rookie of the Year, MVP. He went to the Super Bowl.
He did.
15-1 that season.
He could have dived on that ball.
He could
have.
Gave
his team another chance. This is what I'm going to say about that. I think he rubbed people the wrong way. Remember, this is about relationships. Even though he had all of them accomplishments, even I thought he was selfish. I always thought he was a me player coming out of college.
Okay.
His team one year won 2 games, and he in the end zone doing this. I'm like, dude, you need to run back to the sideline and work on the next play. And so I thought he really put marketing in front of wins and losses.
Okay.
And that's just me, the whole Superman thing. And so I think when his career was over, he didn't create a lot of allies, sort of like Kobe. Kobe didn't make a lot of allies until way after his career was over. And then people saw the kind of gentler side of Kobe. And so I thought from that perspective, people don't like him.
Okay.
And he's talking a lot of shit. He didn't win. If you don't win the Super Bowl, you didn't win.
He won an MVP, though.
But he didn't win the Super Bowl.
And it was a woman on SportsCenter talking about his word because he's on a podcast means nothing. Like, come on. You see what I mean?
No, that's not necessarily
they found
true.
They found her husband, and yeah,
he was a pilgrim.
Absolutely.
He was a caveman.
Yes,
as it always is. And so, with that being said, that's the only thing I can think of. After your career is over, are you a part of... Now, he'll always be a part of the fraternity of quarterbacks, but don't mean you have to be liked.
Okay, that's fair.
I think
that's
that
fair.
has more to do with it than anything else.
Okay.
Because he wasn't necessarily wrong about... Because that's his opinion. He saw Dak Prescott, Purdy, them as game managers, and I can't really disagree much with that.
Okay.
Even though Dak will win a Super Bowl this year.
What?
Not because the Cowboys are the best team. This is the 30-year anniversary since the last time they won. And guess who they played? The Buffalo Bills. And so I think you will see the Cowboys and Buffalo in the Super Bowl.
What are the colors for the Super Bowl?
That's a good question.
Because the last 3 have matched the colors.
That's a good question.
Yeah.
I'll ask Ani
Yeah.
Asoru.
Yes.
Asoru.
Yes.
When he comes on. In about 5 minutes.
Yes. So you want to get to some more stuff or you want to go to commercial?
Wait, get just a little bit more stuff.
Okay. Speaking of, let's talk about Diddy getting his house raided.
Yeah, allegedly Diddy has had his house raided.
Yeah.
Recently.
And he was Out of the country.
He's in London.
He's in London.
He's hiding out in London, or whatever he's doing out there. Can't be making business there because you ain't got no business.
You ain't got no job.
And you ain't got no job.
You ain't got no job.
You ain't got no job. Shit, you know what I mean? And so, from what I understand, they've confiscated, allegedly, some tapes and some other stuff. And we don't know how deep this thing goes.
Oof,
you know? It's all tied into the Keefe deed, to the Cassie. It's a lot of different moving parts with this young man, and I'm not sure his sugar daddies can protect him from this one. And if they get their hands on that check,
they not gonna come. Like, there's no way you keep that. You shred that.
No. But remember, he gave the check to Zip. They're trying to say Zip used that check. He portrayed Diddy and used that check to open up a club. Now, if they find out that that check is what was used to open up the club, isn't it like a RICO case or something?
Could be, yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah,
And so this is the ends they're trying to tie in to what's going on. So, again, Diddy may be this year's fall guy.
Oof.
This year's fall guy.
Oof, okay.
You know, they try to cipher them out one at a time because if you got your hands on the planner or the ledger, this whole thing would collapse overnight.
Okay.
Put that camera on Malcolm for a second so I can dig in my nose.
Oh my God, I'm tired of you, man. Just no professionalism, man.
I tried to use the scissors.
I'm gonna have a lot to talk about after.
Yeah.
After the show.
All right. So you put it on me anyway. See?
I'm gonna have a lot to talk about.
Yeah, yes, you did. They saw it.
I'm gonna have a lot to talk about. All right.
Well, at least I'm not scratching my ass.
Yes. Thank you.
Anywho.
But we're gonna take a quick commercial break.
Yeah.
And we shall return.
Let me hit up the guard.
And then we'll have Ani on and we're gonna talk about some stuff. All right, we'll be right back.
In the chat.
What's good, fam? It's Malcolm here, and if you ever thought about starting a business, or if you have a business and you want to be able to, make more sales, build an audience and things like that, if you don't know, I have a suite of courses, 5 courses on YouTubing, podcasting, book writing, and a bunch of other stuff, and I'm making them available for absolutely free. Go take them, use what you can use to apply to your business, and if you need actual direct one-on-one help, then we can, talk as well. But all you have to do is go to blackfamilybiz.com, blackfamilybiz.com, and they are available to you. All you need is an email, and I'll see you on the other side. Peace.
Yo, Artie, can I holler at you for a minute?
Oh, shit.
Pop's tripping. He want me to ask you for the money for that shirt. You know I wouldn't even trip.
What shirt?
The one I sold you. The one I've been asking you about. The one you got on.
Oh, this shirt. I didn't know you wanted the money, homie. I thought it was free. Let me go get the money for you.
I mean, because it's this blog. Me and my dad do Urban X and West. It's kind of like both ours. I'm just, you know what I'm saying?
Okay, cool. Cool.
Oh, shit!
My Urban X shirt, punk!
And we're back.
Yes.
Thank you for being here, for joining us.
As always.
Yes. We appreciate you. Visit blackfamilybiz.com if you want access to those free business courses. And don't forget, we have a 50% off sale going on right now.
Until Sunday.
Sunday. Hard stop Sunday.
Hard stop. And pick and ship. Pick all the stuff that you know. Again, embossed hoodies and crew necks, journals, shea butter, books, and the hats, the satin hats. That stuff I just throw in a bag and get that to you. All right? And with that being said, let's bring in our esteemed guest who comes on the show. We're going to get him on more often because I love the way he breaks down a lot of different things for us from a geometria.
Gematria.
Okay, gematria.
He's just pronouncing all these words, man. I'm sorry, man. This is embarrassing.
So
we got
Ani
company.
Asuru. Peace, King. How are you?
Peace.
Hey, how y'all doing? Can y'all hear me?
Man. Yep.
Yes, it's great to be back. It's gematria. It's gematria.
Gematria. And
Yeah,
that's what I was telling Malcolm. Yeah.
and there's a lot of things that's been going on with that, but the show's been going great so far. I've been listening in, and it's great to be back.
Thank you. Let's get right to it. I want to talk about, first of all, you said you was doing something for the NBA.
Yeah, people been asking
People
for
been
it.
asking for that.
They've been asking for that.
Yes, I'm definitely working on the NBA decodes for sports betting, and it's very important for us to utilize, the sciences of gematria, which is connected to Kabbalah, so we can know, certain things that may unveil itself to us in the future. And it's beneficial. I heard you say possibly the Cowboys. I'm leaning towards the Cowboys a little bit too. Ravens. I might not be looking at the Bills, but the Ravens is a good look because there's been a lot of Raven symbology that's been going on. And with the Cowboys, I think they just put, what was the head coach in '93 that won the championship with them?
Oh, Jimmy Johnson.
They just put him or nominated him for the Hall of Fame or something like that. So
No,
right in time.
He hit the Hall of Fame, maybe the Cowboys Hall of Fame, but he hit the NFL Hall of Fame a couple years ago.
Okay, but he's been nominated for something recently because I saw it.
I think it's the Ring of Fire or something like that. Bringing him in the Ring.
Yes.
So maybe that.
And that cornerback, or the Cowboys cornerback wears 21, the same as the year of Deion Sanders, winning it. Got the 21 on there. I think it's Stephon Gilmore wears the number. He's playing very, very, very good right now.
Yeah, he's like
and there's Usher. He's from Dallas and he's performing for the Super Bowl. So there's some.
That's right.
Ooh, okay. So, all right, we might have some
Forgot about that.
some juice there. So, you saw this movie, Leave the World Behind.
Yes.
I know it was a very deep, profound movie in its subtleties. And you are very equipped at picking up these subtleties and what they could mean for us going forward. So, the floor is yours, King. The floor is yours.
Yeah, this movie is real crazy. There's a lot of melanated references a lot of people didn't catch. For instance, at the beginning of the movie's with Julia Roberts. And if people don't know, Martin Luther King actually paid for Julia Roberts' birth. A lot of people don't know that. So there you have the interconnectivity, with melanated people. And, the irony is that she doesn't want this, astute Black family to get back into their own home while they were renting an Airbnb. If there was an apocalypse that happened, which it was a cyberspace attack. We still don't know who actually attacked with the cyberspace. We have our ideals. But she wouldn't let the people, or she was skeptical about them owning the home, and or them having the money to own the home. And in real life, actually, a Black family paid for your birth, which your family couldn't afford around that time. So that's the irony first. But there's some deep occult, metaphysical connections that I saw. For instance, you'll see the 1619 that's on the radio. They dialed in 1619. So when you hear the channel, when they start speaking about what's going on with the cyber attack, that's when the first slaves arrived, I believe, in the Virginia colony. And then you have the White Lion ship that came on shore. Now, there's some Moorish connections because what I saw, first of all, the name of the ship that came into Virginia is called White Lion.
Yes.
So the first ship that came in, 1619 is called White Lion. Yeah, by the way, it is a spoiler alert. I'm sorry, guys. I'll try to keep some things on the wraps, but it hit the banks and it was an oil tanker. So when you think about oil, you're thinking hydrocarbon, you're thinking melanin, first of all. And then you're talking about a slave ship called White Lion, but in the movie it was an oil tanker and it hit the banks. When you think about the banking system, it has something to do with oil. Also, the banking system and everything with the economy has something to do with melanated people. So you still have carbon and you have melanated people connected with this thing hitting the shores. It hit the banks. So it's talking about maybe a bank collapse during the time of these cyber attacks as well, because the ship hit the banks, or oil ship hit the banks. So you have that connection. Also, you have her husband, Julia Roberts. His name is Clay in the movie. I think his name is synonymous with him being moldable because he's kind of like a beta male in the movie. You know, he's running behind Julia Roberts. The movie opens up with her waking him up and telling him that we're going on a trip. So it shows that he's not in control of his own family. And also, her name is Amanda, so she's like the man, you know, of the family. So he's played by Ethan Hawke. You probably don't know this. Denzel Washington was supposed to play Mahershala Ali's role.
Oh, wait, and that's the Ethan Hawke.
Wow.
You know, Training Day, and then you had the movie with Julia Roberts. What was the name of the movie with Julia Roberts? I forgot.
I forget the name. Yes.
Yeah, so it would have been like a reconnection. He's been doing that lately. I think he reconnected with the girl from Man on Fire in the recent.
Yes, he did.
Equalizer. So he's been doing a reunion tour. So Mahershala Ali took over the role. He did a good job, actually. Mahershala Ali is real good in the movie. I sent you something, Black Dot, where they showed in the movie cover on Netflix where you can see the entity Baal, the deity Baal, which is a Canaanite god of sacrifice. If you line up all of the main characters' names, there's synonymous. You can see, you know, Baal right through the middle.
Mm-hmm.
So that's something that was interesting that I saw because Barack Obama and Michelle Obama executively produced the movie. Now, you should know that they always use black faces in history. It doesn't mean that they were literally involved with the movie, which they said they were. But, you know, this thing connects to stuff beyond that. I just want people to understand that. But there is a significance of them being involved with the movie. Their production company name is Higher Ground. If you look at the Higher Ground logo of the Obama's company, you're going to see the Freemasonic stairs, the stairways. It's blatant. I put a picture of it up on my Instagram. You guys go to Instagram, look at it. I put them side by side. It's like identical. So there is some Freemasonic connections. The Black family last name is Scott. They're in New York. There's two different
Scottish Rite, yes.
Scottish Rite. And remember, the son of Julia Roberts and the other guy's name is Archie. So you have the Yorkshire, which is called the Royal Arch Masons. You have Yorkshire, you have Scottish Rite, and they both started in New York. It takes place in Long Island. Whole lot of other things that I saw. One, the women in the movie. It's a divine feminine type movie. They're like, first of all, the women were the only ones that could see the animals reacting to these sonic weapons. So that was something that, you know, caught my eye. Also, with me saying that Amanda or Julia Roberts was in control of the relationship, you will also see that the Black family, his daughter, Ruth, she represented that new woke generation. You know, she had, you know, she was very up on her, her politics with white people and everything. She was telling her father, hey, if there was apocalypse, one thing we shouldn't do is be in a house with white people.
Yes, she was sort of ruthless in her approach to that.
Very ruthless. And she was kind of right. I mean, the people were very belligerent to them at first, especially Julia Roberts. And then you had the other son, he was taking pictures. So there were some underlying tones, like if there was an apocalypse, you know, there might be some, you know, conflation with white people, Black people cohabiting an area, but also the house could represent America because white people are living in these Black people house. And, you know, if you think about the Moorish whole thing, you can look at it from a standpoint of what's actually going on this land right now. And their mother took a flight to Morocco.
Yes, she did, to Morocco, yes.
You know, so there's the Moroccan treaty was the first treaty America had. You know, so there was some, they did put some Moorish undertones. If you can remember when Barack and Michelle Obama, the last year they were in office, they had the Moorish flag flying when you leave out the White House. You walk out the White House, they put the Moorish flag out there. So there's some connections with that. Also, Matthew Perry, this whole Friends thing. Have you noticed, you know, the Friends connection?
Yes.
Julia Roberts was in a relationship with Matthew Perry at one point.
Died on his birthday, or her birthday.
Right. The white daughter, she had NASA on her shirt, which in Hebrew, NASA means deceit. A lot of people don't know that. Matthew Deceit. And the daughter was obsessed with Friends. She kept watching Friends throughout the whole show. Matter of fact, Julia Roberts appears in one episode. So she kind of may break the fourth wall if she saw Julia Roberts in one of the episodes, because that's her mom. But anyways, without saying that, Matthew Perry died on Julia Roberts' birthday. So this is when the gematria comes into play. He died on 10/28. The movie comes out on Netflix on 12/8. So zeros in gematria don't it really exist when you look at dates. So the code is 128. And the main number in the ciphers of gematria that equals 128 is constitutional freedom. So that's what we're in the threat of, because they just released a trailer. I don't know if you saw the trailer yesterday, Civil War. Did y'all see that trailer?
No,
I didn't see it. I saw like they're promoting it, but I didn't see it yet.
It looks good. It looks good. It got what's the girl from Spider-Man? The first Spider-Man, his girlfriend, Kirsten Dunst or something like that. Yeah, she's in it, and it's about what happened in the future if there was a civil war. But remember the guy with the cowboy hat. Speaking of the Cowboys, remember the guy Danny? What was his name? Kevin Bacon.
Kevin Bacon.
He had the cowboy hat on. He was prepared. He was getting ready. He was a survivalist. He was stacking his house. But he told the black guy, Mahershala Ali's character, he told him, hey, we may have been friends before this apocalypse, but we ain't friends now. Pulled a gun out on him. So they were saying that the first people that they would try to influence, to go, head to head with during the Civil War would probably be black people and white people, connections to the Confederacy and this whole other thing. So in this new Civil War movie, which is very odd, it comes out right after, this thing showcase predictive programming. You already see is some connections, some synaptic connections to what's happening. Also, during the movie, you had the Tesla cars walk off the highway. Did you see that literally happened in real life yesterday? Did y'all see that? They had a recall for that automated driver system. So you have that happen. Then they announced in Hawaii, there's been a Asian cyber attack or something like that.
I read about that yesterday as well.
Obama's from Hawaii.
Yes, he is.
Right. Yeah.
Obama's from Hawaii, so you have that connection. So, whole lot of stuff going on, but I think the movie is to showcase. If you remember back in 2021, World Economic Forum talked about cyber polygon. What will happen if a cyber attack actually happened? So we need to be prepared for that, because if the internet went down, if you didn't have your phones, what would you do next?
Yes. And even the son had a shirt on that said "Obey."
Obey NASA. They had the
Obey NASA. Yes.
Obey NASA, and NASA has some occult connections to the word Satan. It's like an anagram. When you take the letters, you move it around. You know how the rocket takes off? They say T minus how many seconds? The T is supposed to be in there for Satan. NASA is the T minus the T. So there's some occult connections with NASA. And the things that they're doing or telling people or educating people through NASA could be very deceiving. But
even Obey, if you remove the O, you still get the word Bay, which is a Moorish name. So you have a lot of connections in there with that as well.
Good catch. So, yeah, overall, that's my assessment. I think everyone should watch the movie. I think they should check it out. I probably spoiled some of it, but overall, I thought it was a pretty good movie. I think we need to look at these movies to decode them. We don't need to be entertained. We need to really take notice and understand that these people always leave clues to what's happening or what they're planning. They even mentioned a cabal in there. Did you see them?
Yes. Yes.
So
they were kind of blatant with some of the stuff. And I thought the little girl also represented the nonchalantness of young people not to be truly aware of what's going on due to the programming of social media and being programmed by the friends and her devices, which are their world. And outside of that, they wouldn't know how to survive if they tried. And that includes a lot of us.
That's right. I feel like she represents the misguided people that have, you ever came across people that don't really be on quote unquote wokeness. They don't be on to conspiracies, but you'll talk to them and they'll hear you say something, and then weeks or months later, they was like, "Hey, did you see this?" They'll send you a message. Something. Now they may not be, up. We got taught by Bobby Hemmett, the Phil Valentines, these people, the master teachers. But she was aware. She saw the animals. The little girl saw the animals.
She did.
She saw the ship before everybody else did, coming towards the shore. But so she was witnessing it, but it seems like she still was sort of in her root chakra because she didn't have no guidance. Nobody was, trying to, develop that within her.
Yes, I did see that. And so I think this movie needs to be seen, because like you said, with predictive programming, they're always leaving clues for those who can decipher them. They need to decipher. Thank you for an awesome job of just, bringing us up to speed. So now when you go, for those who haven't seen it, it's your duty to make sure you watch with a first eye so that you can receive this information for what it's worth, because they don't put these movies out for no reason at all. A lot of connections in there, planes coming out of the sky, what that plane meaning, maybe a sending of planes or the descending of a spiritual plane into an earthly realm. For those who are not aware, this whole system is collapsing. Only those who are of higher ground, going back into the Obama situation, will be the ones who can escape. This is our land. And even them, like you said, having them live in the basement, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
When we speak of underground, are we literally talking underground? Or, you know what I'm saying? So it's so many different ways that we can really digest this movie. And I'm glad you kind of just brought that to the forefront for us. What are you working on? I know you're always working on something.
I'm always putting out videos. You guys can be on my Patreon and check out videos. I'm more into trying to help people, because if something like this happens, where is your spirituality at with something like that? It's very important for us to be prepared, because we're not talking about if. We're talking about when.
Yeah.
When are they going to make their move? Are we going to be ready? Are we going to have our families prepared? So I'm always working on different content on Patreon. I just released another video yesterday on YouTube. You guys can check it out. It's called Polar Physics, talking about the polar tradition, going back with different spirituality techniques, dealing with your chakras, looking for your inside connections to your subtle bodies. So I'm trying to get people up to speed on spirituality, but also keeping them up on par with what these people are doing with the numerology, with the gematria, and just synchronizing it all so you could be up on top of it all.
And with that being said, man, we appreciate you.
And where can you be reached before you go?
Yes, you guys can reach me at the Spiritual Shade Room 1 on Instagram. You can come on YouTube. It's Ani Osaru, ANIOSARU. And on Patreon, patreon.com/THE_, Spiritual Shade Room. And you'll see the True Occult newspaper that pops up. Then you're on the right link. And I appreciate y'all for always inviting me on.
We thank you, and we'll talk to you soon. And as soon as that class is ready, ladies and gentlemen, for the betting, we will let you guys know. We thank you, and we talk to you soon, King.
Peace, guys.
Peace.
Peace. That's the God, Ani Osaru.
So at the beginning of his breakdown, there was a lot of discontent within the chat because he said Usher is from Dallas, and he's from Tennessee. He was born in Dallas. And
he was born in Dallas and was raised in Tennessee.
For the people who...
Yeah, just to kind of clear that up.
Because it was just like, he don't know what he's talking about. And, once...
And then once you see people like you get very literal, they discontinue everything you said.
Yes.
Reconnect our situations here.
Yes. So that was, just had to clear that up.
Yes.
But shouts out to the God. Thank you for that. Let's take some questions from the people.
Let's get some questions.
And while you guys are getting your questions ready, the U.S. House has voted to start their formal impeachment inquiries into Joe Biden.
Joe Biden or Hunter Biden?
No, Joe.
Okay, Sleepy Joe?
Yeah, so Hunter, he actually had a speech today trying to clear up all like rumors of his father having dealings with his business and stuff like that. And they're saying they're basically saying it's a political witch hunt. Everything that Trump has said in reverse. So now they're saying this is a waste of time, waste of money for a political stunt. And now they're saying that that's what the Republicans
right, because
are doing.
he said this was a MAGA attempt.
Yes.
To dog his father's name out. And we know now that it's all bull.
Yeah.
Yep.
So that's happening. If you care or not, who knows? I'm just putting it out there, making sure you guys know. End of the year, so news is kind of slowing down a bit.
Perfect time to go on vacation.
Absolutely.
Perfect time to go on vacation.
Did you guys hear about the 10-year-old boy from Mississippi who got arrested? Well, he got arrested, and he is required to write a 2-page paper on Kobe Bryant after he urinated behind his mom's car in public.
And he was on probation.
Yes.
That's ridiculous.
That is nuts.
A 10-year-old kid can't hold his bladder. Mother pulls over, perhaps, lets him out of the car, and he gets arrested. That is blatant racism. Because if it was a white kid, that wouldn't have happened. And I'm not pulling the victim consciousness card, but that's just ridiculous. 10 years old.
10. Now he's on probation.
Now he's traumatized.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? By something that, as simple as, or, innocent as taking a urine out of, his mother's car.
It'd be like that sometimes you're young. You know?
Yeah, absolutely. Shit, we grew up, old people did it too. We was driving down South Carolina, pull over to the side of the road, open them doors, and let it out, I grew up with an outhouse.
Dude.
Like we had to pee and doo-doo in a bucket.
Dude.
Yeah, and then take it out. We had the outhouse, but at night you didn't go out to the outhouse.
Dude.
You drop that in the bucket.
It was snakes back there. I remember.
I remember. And you go throw that out in the bushes. That's how far back I go.
Lord knows said, Malcolm, why is Dwayne Wade and Gabrielle Union dysfunction and divorce not getting the same publicity and press? Same publicity press with their son around. I'm assuming. So I think when they highlight, and you see this a lot, when they highlight parents and family when they have a transgender kid, if the parents are now getting divorced, they shy away from highlighting it because it'll probably say like maybe the kid has something to do with that
or
as well, because that's why when kids transition when they detransition or they never highlight the same, they never give the same fanfare around it because they don't want to have the negative image around that.
Yeah, a lot of politics could be a good point.
In my opinion.
Or maybe D Wade and Gabrielle got a little bit of juice.
That's true.
Not that it really matters, because Hollywood don't give a F right now.
Especially,
They putting everybody on blast. Because they are going through a nasty sort of divorce.
Yeah. Yeah, David, we definitely spoke about the congestion fees in New York City. That is happening.
Yes. Crazy. And that's going to lead to, because there's always a back and forth with rich white folk. They come into the city, then when the prices get too high, they go back out to the suburbs.
Because here's the thing, rich white people are cheap. Like
they're very, very frugal. That's how they stay rich.
You get what I'm saying? So like I don't to keep everything so exorbitantly high. It's just like who do you want here?
Right. And does that now see for every cause there's an effect. So right before the threshold of crossing that pay fee, you're gonna see a lot of congestion further up, and then they gotta go this is created you think they stupid. They're not stupid. And so all of Manhattan is going to be a fee to get in.
And then the train.
Because you're going to start seeing people park their cars and then take the subway or the buses just into so they can conduct business. And it's going to create a bottleneck effect. Come on, bro. Cause and effect.
That's a fact.
Jonathan Major's court situation has been
so I think they
postponed until tomorrow.
Yeah, I believe so. I believe the final arguments or the final statements. I don't know what the hell.
Yeah,
I think that goes in tomorrow.
Okay. Did you guys hear about the veteran suing LA County for $10 million for violating his? No, I did not.
No.
Did y'all speak about the basketball player who was suspended?
Oh, Draymond. Yeah, he deserved that.
Draymond Green, he earned that.
He definitely earned that. Something is going on with him in his life.
Something in his life is out of pocket. He done punched the guy in the face, kicked the guy in the nuts.
And it was like he did it and act like everybody's bugging out. Like,
yeah, that's when you know you way out of pocket. And that move he pulled on a homie, Nurkic, was bad.
Yeah. He deserved that.
Harrison Jr.
Marvin Harrison Jr.
Who
I thought deserved the Heisman. I think he's the best player in the country.
Yes, I have to agree with you. Usually quarterbacks win it. It's just a weird.
It's just not fair anymore.
I know other people do win it, but it's predominantly quarterbacks. He's been offered an NIH deal worth $25 million to stay at Ohio State for one more year. Now let me read the list of players prominent players in the NFL who don't make that now.
Yeah.
He's going to get that in an NIH deal or potential NIH deal.
NIL.
NIL deal?
Yeah.
Okay.
Name, image, likeness.
Oh, yeah. Jaden Waddle from the Dolphins, CeeDee Lamb from the Cowboys.
Really?
Justin Jefferson from the Vikings.
Damn.
Brandon, somebody from the 49ers. T. Higgins from the Bengals. Calvin Ridley, the Jaguars. Devontae Smith from the Eagles. Jonathan Taylor from the Colts, the running back.
Yeah.
DeAndre Swift from the Eagles. Tony Pollard from the Cowboys. And Justin Fields, the quarterback from the Bears, make less than what he has been potentially offered in an NIL deal.
NIL, yeah. See, you get it wrong, and he just runs with it. He just goes.
NIL deal to stay with, but that's the boosters out there.
Yeah.
Who can afford, they want to see him play another year of college.
Yeah.
And so that's power because the highest NIL deal right now is Bronny James, $6 million.
Oh, okay.
And then, it trickles down from there and stuff like that. A few other, like
who you talking about?
Deion Sanders' son.
Oh, yes. Shador.
And Travis Hunter's on that list, too. A few other players. Yeah.
Okay.
So $25 million to chill.
I don't know.
And maybe go to a better team than maybe what he going, Patriots right now?
Maybe.
Something like that.
No, he might go to the Bears.
Now the Bears getting right.
You know what I'm saying? They got Justin Fields out there, so he needs somebody to throw to.
The Bears are gonna take Caleb Williams.
Why? No, the Patriots need him. That's what the Patriots
are
gonna
take him because instead of paying Justin, because Justin is up for a contract.
Is he? Okay.
So instead of having to pay him big money, just hit the reset button with homie. Yeah.
Okay.
And that's our moment in sports. Yeah. A lot of money though.
Yes.
A lot of money.
You see, you guys see all of the funny Italian stereotype jokes about
DeVito,
Tommy DeVito.
Tommy DeVito. It's a quarterback. The great quarterback for the Giants.
I'm glad everybody's leaning into it. You know what I mean?
Lean into it.
Yeah, I'm glad everybody
get involved. He's throwing into the moolies. The moolies are very fast. DeVito, he takes his time. Big moolies coming down on him. He takes his time. Yeah. Yes. Shout out George McGinnis, NBA Hall of Famer, who also passed away this last few days. NBA Hall of Famer George McGinnis.
Somebody asked if you've done your family genealogy.
I am connected to nobody. I have no idea who my family is beyond my mommy and daddy. And I don't even know. I think they are who they say they are. No, I think Odyssey is doing it now. She's intrigued with that kind of stuff. And, if you watch the movie Black Cape, man, there's a lot of family secrets, man. A lot of family secrets. My mother ain't who she thought she was. I ain't who I thought. Because now, how does that lineage go? I need to find her real people. Yeah. It's a lot of move, twists, and turns, man. So... I don't know who I am.
Listen, but didn't 23andMe get hacked recently?
Yeah.
They did. They got hacked recently, and a lot of people's personal information.
Yeah, they got me with that. They got me. I gave them a sample. I wanted to know who I was. I'm 79% nigga, 22% knuckle dragger. I'm part Irish or something. They got me. They got me. They definitely got me.
That's funny.
So,
Desi's the one who asked that question. Ask him, which one does he recommend?
Yeah, Desi, who would you recommend I do that with?
Yeah, I'm just, cheat off his paper, 'cause, you know, I don't got to
but
do
there's
it.
some
You do
secrets
it.
out there now. You know how this shit turns.
Here we go.
Why, Dad? Why?
Yeah.
I didn't want you to have to find out this way.
Yeah.
You know, fucking Desi's fault, man. He did this shit. Yeah.
Couple more questions, then we getting up out of here, man.
Yeah.
Urban X saw an interview with Usher last year, early in his career, telling him that he was from Chattanooga, out of his own mouth. He never mentioned Texas. That's what the internet said. And, okay, so a lot of times when you're born somewhere and you're raised,
Michael Jordan was born in Brooklyn.
He says he's from North Carolina.
Perfect example. Tupac
was born in the Bronx.
In the Bronx. Tupac was born in the Bronx. He never mentions
that.
The Bronx. Yeah, ever.
You know what I'm saying? So people, where they raised, they kind of just take to that. That's
I believe
where
my
I'm
mother
from.
was born in Brooklyn.
See?
I believe so. Yeah.
He recommended a lady.
Oh, let's put her name in the send it to us at urbanx.nyc@gmail.com.
Yeah.
urbanx.nyc@gmail.
Oh, Wu-Tang has a Vegas residency. That's dope.
Yeah, that's dope.
That's dope.
I mean, because now at least the residencies, along with Usher and a few other people, I feel like it's something I'd like to see if I go.
Mm-hmm.
You know, you don't want to see the Frank Sinatras or the Dolly Partons and
I think now like a Vegas residency is like it's cool now. Before it was like you're washed. Like you got
right
Vegas
now.
residency.
Now that's a step up.
Yeah,
that's
that's dope.
work. That's steady work. You get a good 6 month to a
Exactly.
year residency. You work it.
Yeah.
So no, I would like to go to. I've never been to Vegas.
Me neither.
And so now I know that the Wu-Tang Clan is there. I'll go see.
I would definitely go back there.
Yeah, I'll definitely go get me some tickets. Yeah, that's real dope. Happy 103rd birthday to my love, y'all. All right. To me. You 103?
Come on.
Come on, Cam Ramden. You watching too? Let me get my glasses. Is Black Spot on tonight? Yeah, I don't know if I buy that one. So 103.
Somebody said Kanye was born in Atlanta, claimed Chicago. See, everybody like you claim like where you were raised, where you got like the memories at. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah, I never been to Vegas. No, I'm gonna try to go next year.
No, I've never been to Vegas.
I'm gonna try to go next year. I heard it's dope.
I've been
Especially
a
for,
lot
like,
of places, but never
Memorial Day
Vegas.
weekend, I'm trying to go for that. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
With the fellas. You know what I'm saying? Radio Shack is reopening. I don't know why. I saw
Nothing but junk in Radio Shack.
Yeah.
Little gadget
Yeah.
junk that you put together. Shit you wouldn't ask nobody else. Do you have a cord with 3 prongs on one end and one on the other? Yeah, right down in aisle 4. But what the hell? Why y'all selling this, bro? I'm going to create some shit.
Definitely check out the Hip Hop Museum in Wynwood, Miami. I've been down there. I like that. Like that little area in Miami is pretty cool. I've never been to the museum though.
Oh, okay.
I gotta check it out. But with that being said, guys.
Yes.
Yeah. With that being said, don't forget to like, share, subscribe.
Like, share, and subscribe.
Do all of it. Tell a friend to subscribe to the channel. ShopUrbanX.com. We got 50% off until Sunday. So if you're watching this right now, go get something.
And this will be it. Pick and ship. Keep that in mind. Pick and ship. That's embossed. That's journals. That's hats.
Yeah.
That's books and shea butter.
Yeah.
I got all that stuff sitting right here, right now.
Bagging and tag it.
Bagging and tag it.
Bagging and tag it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And sizes are going. Yeah, fast.
And sizes are going. If I gotta turn on the heat press, the embroidery machine, the vinyl cutter, and I gotta get Alejandro in here and this and that, that's gonna take more time. And then we gotta order blanks.
Yeah.
And they come from somewhere else. And it can be done, but it's a lot of work.
All right. So with that being said, guys, we will see you on Monday. And members, we will see you tomorrow morning.
Yes, members, we will see you in the morning. Mama Dot
is up.
Tag you it.
Peace.
Peace.